Welcome, everybody, here to another match of Jack of All Trivia Inner Geekdom Division. I am your host and Commissioner Devontae King, and today we have a championship match for you between the challenger Joe Farrelly and the champion Antonio Chavez. Last time these two played, Antonio was able to give Joe his first loss in the league and taking his belt. So I think today will be a great match. Uh, I guess we could start with opening interviews. Starting first at 7-1, Joe Farrelly. Joe, how you doing this evening?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I all just went to pot in that last round. I don't know what happened. It was, he was leading by a point. I'm thinking, cool, just hit 2, 3, or 5. We're done here, and it didn't happen. So yeah, he played really well in that match. Regardless, he's a deserving champion, and I'm glad I managed to get back here so soon, even if it was with a little help from the wheel.
For sure. Yeah, I'm gonna say, how you feeling about today's match?
Yeah, I feel good. I've I'm in a different position than I was the last time I played Antonio. I've been preparing for a lot of other stuff, writing again for a lot of other stuff. So I've been in and around geek related movie questions, but not so much some movies that are here and not anywhere else. That might be an issue, except maybe one of them.
For sure. I mean, that's kind of all I have for you. I wish you best of luck.
Thank you.
We could bring in your opponent. And at 5-2, the champion Antonio Chavez. Antonio, how you doing this evening?
Pretty good. I'm actually surprised I'm in this position. I've just so been being champion for however long it has been. I don't expect it to go any longer because Joe is a monster and definitely always like the worthy opponent. But I'm here to have fun. He's a great guy, and if I can still retain the belt, that'd be great. If not, it definitely will have gone to the best man. So we'll see how this goes.
For sure. So I can also ask you, how you feel? I guess kind of answer, but how you feeling about today's match?
Well, I kind of done the opposite of what Joe's doing. I've been mostly watching appropriately so for Halloween, like a lot of horror movies. I just finished watching The Babadook for the first time last night with my girl, and we both hated it. But I've been trying to keep it going with the geek stuff. Rewatching a little Star Wars here and there, some Harry Potter, but a little bit of everything, but haven't really just been, really focused on that. So who knows? I feel like just like last time, it's gonna come down to a little bit or a lot of luck, and that the wheel just helps me out. So I need everything I can, anything I can get against this man because he's really that good.
For sure. Well, that's kind of all I have for you. I wish you best of luck, and we could
Thank you.
get this match started. All right. So, round one works like this: 10 questions from various geek categories. Each question worth 1 point apiece. Remember, write down your answer. Show your board. You get 4 repeats and 1 challenge. You guys have any questions about round one?
Nope, we don't.
All right. Now let's get this match started. Question number 1 is in animated movies. Animated. Who voices Princess Peach in the Super Mario Brothers movie? And that is the new one that just gets newer one that came out this year. So I'm happy it was a good movie because animated has been lacking a little bit lately, and video game movies on top of that's never
Good ones, especially.
no fun. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Joe.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
And you muted yourself, but it's Anya Taylor-Joy.
Both are correct. I paused there, but both are correct. All right. Question number 2 is in Hasbro. In Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, what is the name of the kingdom that Forge is lord of? This movie I quite honestly enjoyed. Give you guys a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Antonio.
I actually want to see this movie, but not now.
And Joe.
It's on the Onsel Mixed Bag list, but I haven't taken notes for it yet to write questions, so I just guessed Meridia.
I saw both your boards. Both are incorrect. It's never winner, but I can't hear you guys.
Uh-oh.
All right, back here. Both players got number 2 incorrect. We'll go to question number 3, which is in the MCU.
Okay.
In Iron Man, we find out that Tony became CEO of Stark Industries at what age? There's a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Joe
21.
and Antonio.
I almost thought it was 19, but 21.
21 is correct. Question number 4 is in the DC, regular DC. In The Batman, what does Batman wear to remember and later write down the events of the previous night? And I'll take a general answer.
Repeat the question?
Repeat the question is first. In DC, in The Batman, what does Batman wear to remember and later write down the events of the previous night? Of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Question 4 will start with Antonio
Recording eye lenses.
and Joe.
Technology, I believe he stole from the IMF, camera contact lenses.
I'll accept both. Yeah, recording eye lenses, eye contact.
I should say contact.
Yeah, I'm not challenging
Question.
that.
You're both close
Good answer, in my opinion.
Yeah. Question number 5 is in Star Wars. Who kidnaps Shmi Skywalker in the Attack of the Clones? Uh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Joe
I believe the politically correct term is Tusken Raiders.
and Antonio.
I went with that too. Tusken Raiders.
That's what I have. Both are correct.
We don't say the S term in this.
Right.
Question number 6 is in the DCEU. It's a simple one. Who directed The Flash? It's a movie that I didn't hate, but it did really, really bad at the box office. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Antonio.
I don't know his freaking last name. Andy Muschietti? I think I'm real.
And Joe.
Well, for years, you've spelled it exactly the same way I have, Andy Muschietti.
I'm going to give it to both of you because it's spelled right. It's Andy Muschietti, but I mean, you both have it spelled correctly. Or spelled
the
correctly.
spelling right, but not the pronunciation.
Yeah. Since you both kind of misspelled it, I'm going to give you both
It
points.
guy.
Yeah. Question number 7 is in monster movies.
We'll need to know this.
In The Mummy Returns, what is the name of the book that is used to resurrect Imhotep? Let's count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Joe
The Book of Ammon-Ra.
and Antonio.
The Book of the Dead.
The Book of the Dead is correct. So
Can I
Antonio,
throw out a challenge?
sure. What's the challenge?
I believe they are the same book.
No, the Book of Amun-Ra is the gold one. It's in the first movie. Remember, she's like, that's the one book they're looking for at the end. It's the gold one that will kill him. And the
I did figure out. Joe, are you challenging?
I'm trying to go through the dialogue in my head. No, the Book of Ammon-Sul. Yeah, Book of Ammon-Ra is the Book of the Living. Book of the Ammon-Sul is the Book of the Dead. I got the wrong term. It's fine.
So are we?
No.
Are we good or okay? So
No.
Antonio's taking the 1-point lead. All right. Question number 8 is in video game movies. Video game movies. In Detective Pikachu, what job did Tim's father Henry have in Rhyme City? Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And we'll start with Antonio
I just put a cup.
and Joe.
Cop.
Both are correct.
I almost put detective, but I was like, wait, I don't know.
I mean, he technically is a detective, but
Right.
I have copies in the document. So,
Okay, cool.
question number 9 is in quotes. Quotes. In which Marvel film will you hear the quote, "I don't want to win. I just want to make the world a better place"? Uh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Joe
Shot in the Dark. Deadpool 2.
and Antonio.
X-Men Apocalypse.
Both are incorrect. Look for Kick-Ass 2. Kick-Ass 2. It's when she's right before she uses the 6 stick on the girl
Oh,
on the bully in the
I
cafeteria.
gotta rewatch that movie.
And your final question in round 1 is in the Wizarding World. Wizarding World. In the Sorcerer's Stone, or Philosopher's Stone for Joe,
Thank you.
what did Hermione find to be barbaric? Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go pens down. We'll start with Antonio
Wizard's Chess.
and Joe.
That's Wizard Chess.
Both are correct. So coming out of round 1, we have a great match still going. We have Antonio with 8 and Joe right behind him with 3. Oh, sorry, with 7. Jeez.
3.
7. Sorry, no, I was counting.
No.
Sorry. All right. So round 2.
Video game, Hasbro, and monster movies could be worse. Core Geek,
Yeah.
still perfect.
It's a wheel round. Each competitor gets a spin at the wheel. Each category has 5 questions with 2 points apiece. However, you can check down the multiple choice. So to value it to 1. Antonio, being the champion, has decided to put opponents in Spinner's Choice on the wheel. Antonio, since you are in the lead, do you want to spin first or second?
I will defer.
Defer. Okay. So Joe, I guess I could have said what the categories are today. Is DCEU, MCU, Hasbro, Spinner's Choice, DC, video game, movies, Star Trek, Tales and Fables, Opponent's Choice, and Wizarding World. Joe, here is your first spin again. You can spin again unless it lands on Opponent's Choice.
Well, I like the primer because usually it doesn't. Let's hope.
Lands on DC. You want to keep DC or spin again?
Yeah, we'll keep that.
All right. 5 questions
And
in
risk
DC.
opponent's choice when a core geek category comes up.
First question in DC. The Fingermen are a branch of police in what DC film?
V for Vendetta.
That is correct for 2 points. In Superman the movie, Ma Kent says they will tell people they got Clark from what cousin? Sorry, let me repeat that. In Superman the movie, Ma Kent says they will tell people they got Clark from a cousin from what state?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is it A, North Dakota, B, Texas, C, Wyoming, or D, Kentucky?
Wyoming.
Wyoming is incorrect. Antonio for the 1-point steal. And Superman the movie, Ma Kent says they will tell people they got Clark from a cousin from what state? Is it A, North Dakota, B, Texas, C, Wyoming, or D, Kentucky?
North Dakota?
North Dakota is correct for 1-point steal.
I've seen that movie God knows how many times. That is a deep one.
Yep.
Question number 3 in DC. In Batman 66, which villain dehydrates the members of the Security Council?
The Joker.
That is correct for 2 points.
I wrote that question the last time I watched the film on my flashcards.
Question number 4. In The Dark Knight Rises, John Blake tells Bruce that his mother died when he was young. How does he say she died?
I did write this. What did I write is the question. I know how the father dies. We'll go multiple choice.
All right. Multiple choice. Is it A, a fire, B, she was shot, C, a car accident, or D, she was stabbed?
Car accident.
That is correct for 1 point.
That's why you go with your gut, Joe.
And your final question in DC. Who plays Kitty Kowalski, Lex Luthor's henchman in Superman Returns?
Parker Posey.
That is correct for 2 points. So,
I love that you call her
Joe.
henchwoman.
I mean, henchwoman, whatever. Yeah, henchwoman. Sorry, yeah. Sorry for people out there. So Joe got 7 in his round, bringing his score up
14.
to 14. Yep.
14
Antonio,
to 9.
yes.
1 point still.
Yeah. So, Antonio will bring up the wheel, get your spin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a glitchy feed on the field.
It's the Wizarding World. You want to keep Wizarding World or spin again?
I'll keep that. None of my fiance here.
Yeah. 4 questions or 5 questions in the Wizarding World. Damn, I am just not talking right today. All right. First question in the Wizarding World. Richard Goyle plays which character in Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is it A, Yusuf Kama, B, Aberforth Dumbledore, C, Lou Tai, or D, Anton Vogel?
Aberforth Dumbledore?
That is correct for 1 point.
That's where I show him my gut.
Question number 2. In the Sorcerer's Stone, what gift did Harry get for Christmas?
His father's invisibility cloak.
That is correct for 2 points. Question number 3. In the Deathly Hallows Part 2, why does Malfoy follow Harry into the Room of Requirement?
I'm gonna rewatch this one. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is it A, to get his wand back, B, to stop him from hiding to stop him from finding the Horcrux? So A, to get his wand back, B, to stop him from finding the Horcrux, C, to kill him, or D, to bring him to Voldemort?
To get his wand back.
That is correct. 1 point. If I could talk, that would have been a lot easier. Question number 4. In Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Graves sentences Newt to death for what crime?
Multiple choice. God damn it.
Multiple choice. Is it A, aiding and abetting, B, betrayal of fellow wizards, C, violation of the Statute of Secrecy, or D, having dangerous animals?
C?
C, violation of the Statute of Secrecy is incorrect. Joe for the 1 point steal. In Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Graves sentences Newt to death for what crime? Is it A, aiding and abetting, B, betrayal of fellow wizards, C, violation of the Statute of Secrecy, or D, having dangerous animals?
D as in Delta.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for betrayal of fellow wizards.
I can see Colin Farrell doing that.
And your final question in the Wizarding World. In the Harry Potter franchise, what does the spell Augmente do?
I'm hoping you're pronouncing it correctly. Produces water.
That is correct for 2 points.
That was augmented.
What did I say?
You said argue. That's why I was like thrown off.
Oh, sorry. After your round, you're getting 6, bringing your score up to
15.
15. Yeah, today is just one of those days where it's just.
You're good, Devon. You're
No
good.
worries.
All right, so round
Hump
3
day.
is the betting. What?
It's hump day. No worries.
Yeah. All right, round 3 is the betting round. Antonio, since you're in the lead, you will get to pick what category off the wheel you want, other than Wizarding World and DC. You can bet 0 to 3. If you happen to get the question correct, you gain that many points. If you get it wrong, you will lose that many points. So, do you know what category you'd want to pick, Antonio? From DC? Oh, sorry, yeah.
Hasbro. Take the shit out.
Hasbro? Okay. Let's go quick.
Wait,
you guys write down.
Sorry, Devon, just quickly. The category he uses, is it still available in the next round?
It is not available in the next round. So
That's fine.
Wait, I'm taking this off, right? I'm not taking this category, right?
No, it's for the betting round.
No, it's for the betting round. So what category do you want? What category do you want you guys to bet in the betting round?
Oh, you want us to bet? Sorry, I heard you say what category you want us to take off the wheel or something like that.
No, what category do you want to have in the?
All right, rewind. Sorry. Let's cut that. All right, 1 second. Sorry. Let's go with DCEU.
All right, DCEU. Okay. So that's the category you guys want to bet in. Can you write down 0 to 3 how many points you want to bet? All right. Can you guys just show it to me? Just show me what you guys have. Just so Joe's betting 3, Tony is betting 2. Okay. Your question in the DCEU. Ian Chan plays who in Shazam? That's IANCHEN plays who in Shazam? What's his character name? Count of 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the
2.
question.
That was Antonio's second repeat. Ian Chen, IANCHEN, plays who in Shazam? Uh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we'll start with Joe
Eugene.
and Antonio.
Let's have a name. Mark. I forgot all their names. Let's just put Marcus.
Eugene is correct. So Joe, you will gain 3 points, and Antonio will lose 2. So Joe brings the score up to 17. Antonio will go down to 13. Yeah. So we'll bring up the wheel again. So round 4 works like this. Is another wheel round. Spin the wheel. Whatever category it lands on, you'll get 5 questions from there. Can't be in DCEU, Wizarding World, or DC. Here is your spin. Of course, it lands on DCU, so we'll spin again. Lands on the MCU. Just want to keep it.
Devontae, I just had 2.
All right, so we're back. We're going with the MCU. Once again, remember, write your answer down. If you get it correct, 2 points. If you don't get it correct, you don't lose anything. So take a guess. The first question in the MCU. Tyne Daly, Robert Downey Jr., and Jennifer Connelly all appear in which MCU film? My first name is Tynedally. I believe that's Tyne. And Robert Downey Jr., Jennifer Connelly all appear in which MCU film? I feel like the more I study these movies, the worse I get at pronunciation. The worse I get. 5.
I think you actually said it right, Tyne Daly.
3, 2, 1. We'll start with Joe.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
And Antonio.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Both are correct. Question number 2. In Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, what is the name of the organization that the High Evolutionary runs and whose name is on all of Rocket's cybernetic parts?
Oh, I don't know if I'm remembering that right.
So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Antonio.
Just kill with no. I know it's wrong.
And Joe.
Yeah, I think I remembered it last second. I said the Orgo Corp.
Orgo Corp is correct.
Good pull. We only saw that movie once. Damn, that's good.
Question number 3. Who composed the score for Captain America: Winter Soldier? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Antonio
I said Tyler Bates.
and Joe.
Henry Jackman.
Henry Jackman is correct. Question number 4. In Thor, Darcy is surprised Thor is still hungry at the diner after eating an entire box of what? Like this may be one of my favorite lines in at least this movie. I'm really a fan of this. Is a pretty decent line. Go, you guys, a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go with Joe.
Benefit. I watched this movie about 10 days ago. Pop-Tarts.
And Antonio.
I said pancakes, even though I know it's in the box.
Pop-Tarts are correct. And your final question in MCU. In Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, who is the third member of the Illuminati that Wanda kills? You know, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, pens down. We'll start with Antonio
Captain Carter?
and Joe.
Peggy Carter.
That is both are correct. So yeah, after we still in the game. 20. I have Joe getting all 10, 27. Antonio with 4 getting up to 17. So we will be going to round 5. Round 5 works like this. Each comparator will give me 3 numbers ranging from 1 to 14. The first question is worth 2 points, the second is worth 3 points, and the third is worth 5 points. Keep going to someone that's mathematically eliminated. Joe, since you are in the lead, can you give me your numbers 1 through 14?
12, 6, 4.
12, 6, 4. Okay. And Antonio, can you give me your numbers 1 through 14, and then 12, 6, and 4?
2, 8, 11.
2, 8, 11. Okay. So Antonio, you do have to hit. You're down by 10, so you have to hit all 3 questions to throw it back to Joe.
All right.
Your first question, you pick number 2, corresponds to Star Wars. Star Wars. And you have 2 repeats left. Snap Wexley and Lorne Santeca appear in which Star Wars film?
Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
That is correct for 2 points. Pick number 8 for your 3-pointer, which corresponds to video game movies. Video game movies. Which video game movie do several characters have Valkyrie tattoos for protection? Count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Repeat the question. No, you got there right in time. Question: you picked video game movies for your 3-pointer. Which video game movie do several characters have Valkyrie tattoos for protection?
Max Payne?
4. Max Payne is correct for 3 points.
Holy shit. Oh, yeah. I've never seen that movie. For some reason, that stuck in my head.
You picked number 11, which you have to hit, and you have one more repeat. Pick number 11, which is DCEU. DCEU.
Great.
For your 5-pointer. In Wonder Woman 1984, we see 4 men rob a jewelry store at the mall. What is the name of the jewelry store?
I hated this movie. It's the 80s.
Of 5, 4, 3, 2,
Use
1.
it.
That was your last repeat. In the category of the DCEU. In Wonder Woman 1984, we see 4 men rob a jewelry store at the mall. What is the name of that jewelry store?
Hoping it's something real.
Five, 4, 3, 2,
Tiffany's.
1. And your winner and new champion, Joe Farrelly. We're looking for Kozlov jewelries.
I know what I got that. Is that a real jewelry store or is it just for the movie?
It's a great match, guys. Joe winning final score of 27-22. So great match. Guess we can get the closing interviews. I guess we can start with today's second place finisher. Antonio, I mean, you did really well round 1, got 8 points, got the steal off of DC. Did pretty well, not terrible in Wizard World. Got 6, and then it just kind of seemed like round 3 and 4 kind of dealt you in, and then did really well. Got a tough 5-pointer. That's really, I think you missed around 5. So how you feeling about today's match?
The funny thing is, I feel better after this one than the last one, only because I felt just a little bit more, I don't know, confident. But at the same time, it would have been nice to win. Round 3, in hindsight, I was telling you, I probably should have just stuck with Hasbro just because I maybe wanted Joe to be he's a little bit weak. I think maybe he's weak there. Who knows? Maybe he's great in there. But and that's where I think it all fell apart. And then I was surprised by some of those MCU questions. Maybe I realized I'm a lot more rusty than I am in MCU. And then I was just glad to pull Max Payne out of my ass. So I'll be at least riding off that high for a bit. But otherwise, listen, Joe earned it back. So he's champion. I kind of had a feeling that's how I was going to go. It would have been nice to still keep the belt, but he's the man for a reason. So that there's no one more worthy that I could lose it to. So yeah, definitely earned this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll see you back here probably really soon. Is there anyone you would want to play next after this, or because you're still pretty high up there?
Yeah, just pretty much anyone, especially when it comes to categories like video game movies and Hasbro. It'd be good, just to get some good practice in there. So just anyone, pretty much.
Okay, for sure. Well, hopefully we'll see you back soon, and I guess we can go over to today's winner, a new champion, champion again, Joe. 7 in round 1, pretty good. Did pretty well in round 2, DCU 8, and then kind of swept the board after that in round 3 and round 4. So how you feeling?
Yeah, it does feel good. I mean, Antonio did put up a hell of a game. Scoring 8 in round 1 is fantastic, especially with some of the extra categories on here. Doing what he needs to do to keep that 1-point lead. He got a good steal off me from DC in what I thought was a very, very tough question. And then that Wizarding World round again, doing what he needed to do to maintain that lead. I think it was that betting round. It was that question that's had to flip him dropping 2 and me gaining 3. I think is where the game sort of changes there. But apart from that, I thought it was a great performance from Antonio, and it is nice to be the champion again. I'm sort of on a thing this year where if I'm not unbeaten in it, if I'm not an unbeaten champion in it, I'd like to be the 2-time champ, and I've been able to do that in some places, not yet in others. So to be able to get that here, it's kind of like this is what I want a sort of legacy, I suppose, to be, is at least a 2-time champ or an unbeaten champ. So, and Antonio's got the distinction here of saying, well, that one though.
I'll be proud of at least one. That's it. That's my legacy. That's it.
Is there anyone you want to play next for your, I guess, first title defense as champion again?
I think the last match I played, I think Robert definitely earned himself a title shot. You know, it's the curse of the wheel. It'd be nice to play him in a match because unlike Antonio, I won't put spinners and opponents on there, and that's what was Robert's downfall, was that Antonio, it was the opponent's choice, which allowed me to give him video game movies. So I think in a match maybe where opponents isn't there, maybe where we both get a good wheel spin as well, I think that would be a really interesting match, and I think he's definitely deserving of that.
For sure, yeah, I could agree. I feel like Robert has been kind of cursed lately with the wheel, but let's see if we could get that match set up. That's kind of all I have. Congratulate you on being champion.
Thank you.
We could start. Joe, is there anything you'd want to plug or where the people can find you?
You can find me pretty much anywhere movie trivia is played. Also, Twitter at JOAT Farrelly, and also Letterboxd Joe Farrelly. And also you can find me over at the Opening Night Trivia League, where I write and geek, and also host my own the Jedi Masters Cup, our little Star Wars thing that we got going on there. So find me all over there. And on TikTok, Joe Farrelly at Ontal, where I just put clips from our matches on.
Nice, yeah, for sure. Check all that out. Antonio, is there anything you'd want to plug or where people can find you?
No, just look for me in all the movie trivia leagues that I'm in. Again, congrats to Joe. Nobody else better to lose to, and I'm just glad to have savored this for as long as I could have. But I think right now the belt is where it belongs. Hopefully, maybe one day I'll make it back here. But yeah, congrats to Joe again, and look for me on movie trivia. Just doing my thing.
Sure. Check all that out. Dwight the King, if you want to match here, Jack of all trivia, I'm the commissioner. I'm the guy to talk to. Let's get today's final score: 27-22. Joe becoming a 2-time champion, and we will see you guys next time.